Alright, so today, guys, we're gonna be rating NBA playoff series this year. So first we got the Thunder versus the Lakers. This one was not that surprising because we already know that Luka was injured and Shai had the awesome team, like that stuff. But moving on, the Rockets versus Lakers. I mean, LeBron's last three-pointer sent the game to overtime, that was amazing. But overall, the Rockets stood no chance against the Lakers. Honestly, but KD was injured, to be honest, so that makes sense. So Jalen Brown. So we got the Celtics versus the Sixers. And this was the most unexpected one. Because we all knew the Celtics would sweep them, bro. But Embiid, hood on, bro. This was crazy. This series was actually crazy. Moving on, we're going to the Nuggets versus the Timberwolves. And this series was also crazy. These guys, the Nuggets won a championship back in 2023, but they lost to the Wolves. And it wasn't even without Ant, which I'm actually surprised. That's actually crazy, man. Okay, moving on, we're going to the Knicks versus the Cavs. This one, the Knicks swept the Cavs, and they stood no chance. Which I know because James Harden was doing nothing during the playoffs, but still, this playoff series was already predictable. Moving on, the Western Conference Finals with Wembanyama and Shea. This one was absolute cinema. Because, about this, the two best teams facing off, and it was a fair game, but Wemby's first finals, so it's fine. And Embiid of Knicks. The only thing I found crazy was more Knicks fans went to the Phillies arena. But overall, this was not a good series. To be honest, it was not a good series. Moving on, Ant versus the Wembanyamas. Spurs. Anyways, this was the craziest one. Just kidding, not as crazy. But, it was okay. I say the series was okay. It was predictable. We already knew the Spurs were cook like the Timberwolves. Okay, this one, we got the Pistons versus Cavs. This one, I feel like should not have happened. The Pistons should not have lost. Because Pistons, if they had not sold, and everyone on the team had not sold, they could have beat the Cavs and win against the Knicks. Overall, this series was pretty entertaining. James Harden wasn't trying his best, but they still won. I'm surprised. And now we got the Knicks versus the Hawks. And Knicks started a pretty rough start, but then on the last game 6, they cooked the Hawks so badly, bro. I swear. And we have the Magic versus. Okay, so the Magic, they literally blew a 3-1 lead to the Pistons, which I'm actually surprised. The Pistons, everyone thought they were the worst team in the league before. Worst number 1 seed ever, but this is good. Now we have the Raptors versus the Cavs. So the Raptors, they have a chance. They had a tiny chance. They won all their home games. Barrett had that last minute free. But overall, this series was pretty good. It was a close game 7. Now we had the Spurs versus the Trailblazers. And if Wemby did not have that concussion, he probably would have cooked the Blazers in 4 games. But they won 1 game, but they still stood no chance if Wemby didn't have the concussion. Now we have the OKC Thunder versus the Suns. So the Suns, they got swept by the Thunder. And they barely survived the play-in. So it makes sense the Thunder swept them. And the finals. Oh, nah, the Knicks in 5. But first of all, the finals were crazy. Everyone thought the second seeded Spurs would win, but they were not prepared for the Knicks. So that's it. So that's the whole video. I was explaining what I thought about the NBA playoff matchups. And bye.